Hiyo Gamers. This is a sort of different video, but you know, the thumbnail and the title sort of are, they're not clickbait. So if you want to see me defeat the new Lisa event on 4 times hard difficulty or whatever with only males using only males, it's gonna happen at the end of the video. Yes, I did use some trial characters because I thought it was fun, but it was male trial characters. So stay tuned for that if you want to see how we did them. But this video is sort of a chill, but also a little serious video. For the serious section, I will start by leaving a little timestamp when it's done, so be sure to come back whenever it's done. I'll try to have it before the Lisa event gameplay, because that'll be more fun talk. But otherwise, I want to update you guys on some serious things going on in my life. So I have briefly mentioned and certain places that I had a family emergency last week, and this family emergency pretty much is the reason why you're seeing this type of video here today. One that is low effort, one that is not really any of the same content I do currently. It was because my dad had a heart problem and he was rushed to the hospital. So I've been dealing with hospitalization and just dealing with the stress of a family member being in a critical situation. And that really messed up my schedule. That really messed me up mentally. I am still not okay mentally. But long story short, my dad had heart issues for a while in his, I think, 50s, and he is sort of going through it again in a minor way. And this minor way ended up turning into a bigger issue, and it didn't seem very good. So with like rotating doctors and everything, each doctor was like reinterpreting each of the tests that they ran in like different ways, and it just wasn't good. We were getting mental whiplash back and forth. So it was not good for me and my family mentally, and so I had family fly up to help with any situation that might happen, and seemingly it was dire, so we were just trying to figure it out. And then finally, when my dad gets proper procedure or surgery kind of done, he got with the proper heart doctors. All the other doctors he saw were just general care doctors that just didn't interpret any test that was given or knew about his heart conditions. So once the heart doctors literally were like getting him on the table ready for whatever they needed to do, they found the issue. And my gosh, I still can't believe that today we have such advanced technology for heart surgeries. Like there's no need for an open heart surgery if they can avoid it, and that's what happened here. They avoided it and found the issue without a crazy surgery. So it's just miraculous that that happened. And I'm not recovering from it quite yet. My dad is also kind of in a vulnerable state. He's much better and feels better from when he did, but I'm still not fully here. So I apologize, you guys. It's gonna be a rocky road with only males, especially now that we're running out of content to do. So please, with me in this tough time trying to recover mentally, please, I beg of you, give me your forgiveness and support, and I just really need you in this very difficult time, and I'm gonna have to prepare for this. I'm gonna have to prepare for something bad. So anyway, I would like your support, because any day now a ticking time bomb could happen. So that's all I will say on that. Anyway, depressing stuff out of the way. So welcome back to those of you who skipped through this section. My dad is fine, so everything is good, but I'm very mentally jarred. So only males right now, especially with not having too much content right now, and depending on how Mika's release situation in 3.5 goes, I may slow down a lot of only males videos and might do a little more like other videos that pertain to Genshin and male content. Male content, I don't know what that means. But anyway, yeah, so just keeping that on your mind that might happen. But yeah, I guess right now you can pause the video and get into some pajamas, get some tea, get some snacks, and relax, because we'll just be chatting for the remaining 20-ish minutes of this video, because I just wanted to have an update video for you guys while showing off some gameplay, showing some event gameplay, which I thought was fun. In this domain here, I'm farming for ballad books for Albedo and Kaya, because I will show you later, but we're getting some ascensions going for us. I really wanted to get Albedo's skill to 9 at least, and then prepare for leveling up Kaya in the future as well. That was very BM, excuse me. The way I just waited there to kill that Abyss Mage. Anyway, yeah, so I'm post-commentating this stuff. I'm post-commentating, so it's all over the place. And so get a moment to get a snack and come right back, and we're here to chill. Are you back yet? Okay, anyway, so, what am I doing? Only males, huh? So, for right now, my plans for only males, are as follows. I am 100%, of course, skipping the Yelan Hutao banner. It has Xingqiu on it, which is very tempting, because I do like his constellation too. However, it's really not a big deal, and the irony is a lot of our 4-star boys just have no constellations except for Razor and Bennett, the Mondstadt boyfriends. So I think that's funny, but also sad, because a lot of our really powerful 4-stars, especially the ones on our team, don't have constellations. So that sucks, but I will be skipping the Xingqiu on the banner, unfortunately. And yeah, I'm not gonna go for weapons either, 5-star weapons. I'll just let them kind of fall into my lap, unless I'm going for a specific 4-star weapon that I really like. Like, I'm actually thinking about going for Xiphos' Moonlight for Alhaitham when it comes back, because not only is it a very, very pretty aesthetically weapon with him that was shown in a lot of other promotional materials, which, sorry, I'm too lazy to put it up. Again, I want these videos out here in a timely manner. But yeah, Xiphos Moonlight is amazing, and I want it for Alhaitham so I can get him off the dang Black Sword. I need him off of that, because it's just, I'm realizing more and more that his normal attacks really don't do that much damage and have like its own weird separate like internal cooldown on triggering spreads. So I don't know, but you know, again, I will probably go for 4-star weapons. They seem kind of interesting to me. Like, I would probably try for an Alley Flash for Bennett, and Xiphos Moonlight for Alhaitham as like examples. So anyway, I will be in this part getting into the second Blooming Lisa costume event. It doesn't matter getting it for our account, but you know, it's fine. I did the first half because I wanted to make sure I was able to do it. So I will show the rest later. This is a little update on our boys so far. Alhaitham is 9'd. Xingqiu is pretty good. He's kind of the same. Level 8 talents though, and he has a new flower. Yeah, it's not too significant. Goro, I'm starting to level him up. He has a really good flower, and don't pay attention to the EM pieces. Don't worry about them yet. We will be making crystallized Goro, and I will explain it later in the next episode. But yeah, as you can see, D-Luke and Albedo have been ascended. Tartman will get ascended and leveled up later, but look, it's going by so fast. Like, look, we have Viridescent Hun on him now. He has a really great crit rate. Crit damage needs to be improved, but he's actually really good. Albedo's going to be the character we're working on the most, and subsequently we will level Goro's pieces and also Xingqiu's pieces. I don't know why I went through other characters, but I this is just our artifacts that we have. Pretty much everyone else is the same. Hazo, I'll level probably close to last. Maybe Razor is kind of in the same ballpark as him. Kaya, we're really close to leveling. So I'm excited for him to be finished. Oh, I forgot we got the Snow Tomb Star Silver 2 of Refinement 5. I don't care. This weapon is cool. And I just wanted to level it because I hate the prototype Rancor. And I'm going to throw away the prototype Rancor. There's nothing you can do about it. Also, did you see that physical goblet that I had? It was kind of insane. Go back if you didn't see it. I got that on a stream one time. Yeah, so here is the first couple floors of this little dungeon. I used Venti in every team, and yeah, this Venti is actually pretty good. It would be something that I would run on my Venti if we were to get it on our Only Mails account. So primarily EM focused mixed Venti. I don't know. Oh yeah, I failed horribly not bringing our male healer Bennett into the Hounds. And this is actually a section where I wanted to talk about male healers. You know, I am getting more and more excited for Baiju when he's not even in existence yet. And God, I think that's going to bite me in the butt, because if Mika's not a male healer, which again, don't tell me about that in the comments, that is illegal information, I will just kind of, like, honestly be less interested in playing Only Males until we get a male healer. I would be okay if, like, Zhongli somehow popped randomly out and was like, "Hi, I'm here, Osmanthus wine." Like, you know, I would be okay with that. Also, my Hazo dealt so much damage when he's in freaking healer mode. I need to level him up. And look, Tart is doing well too. Anyway, I'm just commenting on things that are happening. This team is actually really good with Deluxe Burst. Like, I kind of want Venti just for this kind of team, because it's kind of cool for, like, big bursty teams. Anyway, so yeah, male healers. I'm excited for Baiju, even though he's not even out yet or confirmed to even be a healer. It would be incredibly dumb for them to not make him a healer. Like, I can't even picture, like, a Dendro shield for him if he's somehow a shielder. I can't picture it. I can only picture, like, a Dendro shield of some sort that can adapt to the element that it absorbs into. I just love talking about these, like, kind of theory stuff of, like, what could a Genshin character have? I've always wanted, like, an Anemo character that had an adaptive shield that absorbed the swirl elements, right? And it just gave damage bonus or some sort of, like, resistance to that element that is absorbed. I just think, like, an Anemo shield would be super cool, and I think Dendro has the potential to be that same kind of adaptive trikarmic element or whatever. I don't know, whatever the term is, but I think that would be super cool. As for seeing it on Baiju, I don't think so. I think that's going to be on something more like Kave, because Kave is a architecture guy, right? So think of him building, like, shields, thinking of building, like, fields and stuff. Like, I feel like Kave will be a field kind of support. I really hope he's not a Dendro Sara or Goro. I will be so mad if he is. If he's a DPS, I would have to carefully consider, I would have to carefully consider, well, not me, but, like, I would hope that Kave would be a DPS that could also function as a sub DPS, because Alhaitham isn't really a sub DPS. He's more of a main DPS and burst DPS, because his burst deals a lot of damage and he's flexible in that way where he can be on the field for, like, a maximum of 12 seconds for the optimal rotation, and then, like, 8 or 10 for a more, like, concise rotation. I don't remember how it works. You just have to use Alhaitham's skill or something, but just imagine Kave just being this, like, super cool, like, elemental field that, like, buffs Dendro damage, is a shield, grants resistance to interruption. Like, I don't know, any kind of cool thing that is, like, what if he was, like, a paladin? He doesn't seem like a paladin, but I don't know. Something like an architect being like a protector is kind of cool. You guys ever play Overwatch? I mained Symmetra in Overwatch, and she's an architect that kind of protects. So like, bro, it's possible. You don't know. As for the weapon Kaveh would use, it would be a cop-out just to make him use a sword. I don't feel like he would. It seems like he would use a bow. And then I'm thinking Catalyst as well, but Baiju's Catalyst. And they wouldn't reveal both of them for 3.6 if that's the case, and have them both Catalyst. That'd be too silly. It's like basically making a budget unit of Baizhu, so that doesn't feel right. So I feel like bow or Claymore is my preferred option, because we don't have a Dendro Claymore, and the only Dendro bow character we have is Kale, and she's actually kind of a unique Dendro bow. So I feel like we'll get either a traditional Dendro bow with like DPS, or we'll get another unique one with support. So anyway, that's just kind of my little brain thoughts on Kaveh, and just kind of being excited if Kaveh and Baizhu are drip marketed. You guys know that I'm going to snooze fest 3.5 and then be like, oh, Mika's out, let's get Mika, and then be on a snooze fest again until 3.6. Like, I guarantee you it's going to be that bad. Like, please bear with me on YouTube. I will kind of lose my mind a little. So yeah, that'll be pretty exciting. See, look, we're kind of tearing through these floors right now. Like, this is insane. We need a Venti, and later on, we need a Kazuha, and then later on, we need a freaking Ayato. I'm so mad that we skipped Ayato. I'm really upsetty spaghetti about it. It just... I'm mad about it. I really am. We had to skip Ayato, and on Ayato's second rerun, I will get him on Only Males. Like, that is just something we're gonna have to do. Also, look at this, like, dual damage team of, like, a double Pyro, double Hydro with Tart, Singcho, Bennett, and D-Luke. Like, this is cool. They could be used as burst DPS, sustained DPS, kinda. The only real sustained DPS is mostly D-Luke. I wouldn't do this, like I'm doing right now, very often with like Tart and Xingqiu only. Yeah, but it's kind of a cool team. So, you know, again, we need Hydro damage and supports, and I'm just kind of mad about it. Man, I think I got kind of too caught up talking about like my wishes for characters, because I love talking about that for like male characters that are not out, or wishes of what I would have in Genshin. But as for like plans for Only Males, like pull plans, which hopefully you're just watching through this and you don't care what I ramble about, I have sort of a priority list. You know what my priority list are if you guys have watched me for a while. Dendromen is the first priority, so Baizhu is number 1, Kaveh is number 2. Imagine if Kaveh is a 4-star, then that would be the most incredible thing ever. Because if that is the case, they would have to be on the same banner together. Anyway, I'm getting too ahead of myself. So I would love that as our goal. We just need the Dendromen, because, you know, especially if Kaveh and Baizhu are off-field Dendro, that's something that makes Dendro teams incredibly powerful, and we only have Dendro Traveler, and I want Traveler to be flexible. Right now, he's kind of shoe-pinned as the Electro off-fielder because there is no Electro off-field male, so I would rather him have that kind of option, and he's also a good energy battery, which, man... If this past week wasn't so messy, I would have made a video on Electro Traveler, but I've just kind of preached it on my streams enough that you guys might be tired of it anyway, so Electro Traveler's good. I would like to have him on that for a while, unless we, you know, get a off-field Electro character that fulfills a similar role, which, oh gosh, you guys, I have to tell you about one of the dreams that I had a very long time ago, and I just forgot to tell you guys about it in Only Males. I dreamed that there was a Sumeru monk that was an Electro Catalyst shielder, and he kind of had a similar front to Al-Haytham with like, you know, half sleeve, half robe kind of thing, but it was definitely like purples, grays, a little bit of reds, and he wore glasses, and man, it was just really cool. And then I remember he like had a shield that was kind of similar to Beto, like Beto's C1, where it like activates a shield and then fires off projectiles, but instead the projectiles bounced to like multiple targets one at a time. So think Layla, but then Beto combined. Beto's chain lightning is nuts, and I don't think we'll ever get an Electro applicator that's as unique as her. But I just thought, you know, Layla and Beto combined, that would be super cool. You know, like firing off little projectiles. I don't remember what they were triggered by. It was just a fever dream, so I don't know everything about that dream. But yeah, just that was the character I dreamed of, and I think they were a 4-star too, so they were obtainable. So I pray for that monk, Electro applicator, and shielder. Please, I beg. I think they were also a healer too. Like they had like a burst heal or something. I don't know. I think they were a healer shielder combo. You know, I wouldn't be too mad if, like, for example, Kaveh or Baiju are Dendro shielder and healer combos. That would be cool. Because we haven't had one since Diona. Diona's really the only shielder healer combo that we had. Also, look at this team. Like, I'm destroying this event. This is on hard difficulty, by the way. Like, good lord. Anyway, so I'm sorry. I recorded a video very similar to this while I was doing the Aranara quest, and it was hell. I will never do that again. I was so stressed out and everything that it didn't work. So, I'll do the Aranara quest on stream. Also, this section of the video has no music in it, so I'm sorry. You get to hear my fuzzy background noise and maybe more of the music that's in the background. But, look at that. I just put like little snippets of like Kazuha buffing these Tart teams. We need Kazuha so bad because this is nuts. Like, even this girly took 72 damage. Like, wasn't that more than the dudes? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. If Kazuha's on the horizon as a rerun, we might have to full stop and like yeet ourselves out and just be like, we need to get Kazuha right now. So it's just, yeah. I guess this section's kind of just about, look at these weird teams that I did. Like, this is a very quadratic team. It would have been better if I had like not Bennett and had an Animo instead, but it's whatever. So anyway, yeah, wow, we're getting to the end of the video here. I just kind of cut up like a bunch of little clips of like me dealing damage in this dumb event. But, man, I'm not doing another take of this. Like, I hope you guys realize that you're stuck with me. I do this all the time when I stream, and it's kind of my dumb ADHD brain, and I apologize, but if I forget to elaborate on something, I am really sorry, but, you know, my priority for only males is Dendromen, and Kazuha will have to kind of, Kazuha and Zhongli will be kind of the emergency brake buttons on like, I need them now, and Ayato won't come back for a while, so yeah. And depending on when Baiju is out, if somehow Sino is around that rerun time, he could be, because it's a decent amount of time for Sino's rerun. And of course they would be like, hey, Sino will rerun with an amazing Dendro character that'll fix his problems. Here, go have at it. Also, this Bloom team is nuts. Bloom Burgeon team, like, hello? We need more of that. That's why I need Dendro Men, gamers. Do you understand now? Anyway. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of ramble episode of Only Males where I just didn't have any, like, crazy amount of effort put into this because I had such a hectic week. I apologize really heavily again. But, you know, this is what I had to do, and you guys get a video out to kind of chill too, you know? And thankfully my week will be a lot smoother now that I have this video out the way, so Yeah, thank you for your patience and your time. Also, look at our wishes. Insane. I will do a 10 pull once we hit Acquaint Faints at 10. We're getting really close, and it's at the level 50 of the Battle Pass, so stay tuned for that whenever that happens. Also, did you know that you can get event BP rewards while the BP is capped? I hope you knew that, because that's really important. But anyway, all that aside, hope you enjoyed this video, and next week's Only Mails will be better, I promise. So until then, bye-o.